The Delta variant continues to spread and the numbers show it. Today, the Allegheny County Health Department is reporting 125 new cases in the past 48 hours. The health department says these numbers are concerning but not surprising given the surge in Delta variant cases. Statewide, cases are up more than 80% in the last week. Most of those cases are from that variant. And now a new study shows that the Johnson & Johnson vaccine is less protective against the Delta variant of the virus. Thanks for joining us at 5 o'clock. I'm Kim Gable. The J&J vaccine was popular among college students and athletes and people who were concerned about the side effects from the Pfizer or Moderna vaccines. Nicole talked with experts and explains why that could leave a large group of people vulnerable. Nicole.
Kim, life is returning to normal. Downtown traffic is flowing. People are returning to the office. When you look around, it's hard to even spot a mask, a completely different picture from a year ago. But doctors say they aren't sure it's going to last. The sun is shining over the city on a July Wednesday.
I do feel like I walk around with a sense of complete protection because I'm vaccinated. I have the Pfizer.
Joanna Weisert's mentality matches most Pittsburghers we talked with when it comes to the pandemic and infection. But over the last week, case numbers are rising and fast.
New cases are up more than 50% compared to a week ago, and new cases are up in every state in the United States. It's estimated that about a third of the population in our country are living in counties with a high COVID transmission.
AHN Dr. Mark Iskowitz tells me more than 80% of those cases are from the Delta variant.
It can feel like a very minor cold or no symptoms at all.
Iskowitz says that's for most vaccinated people who contract the variant. But how likely is that to happen? A new study suggests the one-shot Johnson & Johnson vaccine is significantly less effective against this variant compared to the original strain of COVID-19.
For everyone else who got the J&J vaccine, I don't think they need to do anything different at this time. Just to be aware, though, that the protection from that one shot may not last indefinitely.
As more of the virus changes, Itzkowitz says it's likely all vaccines will need a booster by the end of the year. So what could happen between now and then?
There's a concern about this next surge, especially heading into the fall as kids go back to school, and a lot of companies are asking people to come back to work. I know everyone is tired of this and they just want to resume their normal life, but the virus is going to continue until we have enough of the population vaccinated to reduce transmission.
Now, within the last 15 minutes, Allegheny County Health Director Dr. Deborah Bogan put out a statement about this increase in numbers right here in Allegheny County. She says that it's not surprising as the Delta variant continues to spread across the country. She continues to encourage people to get vaccinated, and doctors like her are continuing to watch what's happening across other states as well as other countries. New at 6 will tell you what doctors predict could be coming in the coming months when it comes to new recommendations. Reporting live downtown tonight, Nicole Ford, KDKA News.